Throughout history, the main goal of student affairs has been students and how they have changed throughout history. What was once based on religion now uses science and reason to formulate answers to address the needs of students. As for the student personnel point of view by NASPA, once the committee realizes major changes are happening to the student body, they revise the current edition of the student personnel point of view and make the necessary changes in order to keep up with the students of the time. The student needs described in each point of view are different because the things students need are always changing. The 1937 student personnel point of view focuses heavily on coordination between personnel workers, institutions of secondary and higher education, instructors, and of course students. However, it didn't focus much on actual learning. Throughout history, the focus of student personnel services point of view has shifted. Additionally, what the educators focused on at the time have been different throughout history. Philosophy has had a huge impact on student affairs in higher education throughout history. During this time, there were major philosophical schools that many different philosophers followed. These roles have had an effect on the way higher education institutions are run. What was first based on the Bible is now based on science and what is right for society as well as for students. After the Civil War, colleges and universities began focusing less on student interests and more on scientific research. Additionally, the modernization of the world around us led to new education functions, which also led to the rise of student affairs and changed the nature and purpose of student affairs. Because of the student personnel work already being done, the committee decided to review the student personnel point of view and make changes. A national leadership role was also placed on student personnel work. One did not exist at the time, but in 1937 it was noted that one should be created. The change in 1949 was aimed at societal growth of students being the most important focus at the time, because society constantly changes and is constantly changing a person. In the 1950s and 60s, enrollment doubled at many universities, and faculty and staff were unable to keep up with the demands, and changes had to be made again. While I do agree with the 1949 version of the student personnel point of view that students' interests and needs should always come first, I would add more about what students need and different things that should be offered on campuses for students. This could include things like Greek life, multicultural student affairs, student involvement centers, and even a technology center. I would also change how students who are once an underrepresented population are handled. This includes students of color, students who are older than 25, students with disabilities, students whose second language is English, and/or students from low-income households. Like they talked about in the video, Latino/Latina students are also attending colleges at a higher rate, and these students need more opportunities on campus. Many things have changed in society since the student personnel point of view was published in 1987 and have constantly been changing since the original report was published in 1937. Therefore, colleges and universities are forced to keep up with society, and the student point of view should also keep up with the changes.